I want you to always protect your energy, and I want you to recognize that you can't be everything for everybody, but you can find ways to be everything for yourself. And that first comes with protecting your energy, making sure that you're building your relationship with the Most High, making sure that you're at peace, making sure that you're grateful for your life, making sure that you have the right people around you and not the wrong ones. Protecting your energy despite what's going on in the world, despite what people are telling you are important for you to be tapped into or listen to or watch. Sometimes you just gotta look at your own watch, look at your own time and ask yourself, do you got the minutes for this? Do you got the hours for this? You know, always protect your energy, man. Especially us, especially you. Your energy is bright. And you are a light in this world, and you know that. And that's why you're here. And sometimes it might feel lonely. Sometimes you might see a lot of darkness in the world. Sometimes, you ask yourself, how could somebody do this to me? Like I would never do that to them. So why do I get that back in life? Sometimes in life, things just happen. And I don't think it's random. I always think that there's a purpose. Part of our purpose in these things is for us to grow, for us to learn from it, for us to evolve from it. But at the same time, what can we do to protect ourselves from some of the negative things in the world, unconscious things in the world, negative people in the world, all the pain in the world? What can we do to create a more joyous world, have a more joyous life, have a more grateful life, a more peaceful life? It's all about protection. It's all about protection. We can call this as well the armor of God. The armor of God. It's all about protection. Protection is what keeps you safe. Understanding that you can't put yourself in certain situations or environments because that is you protecting yourself, protecting your energy, and protecting what you have going on. Understanding that you can't be around negative people because that's you protecting your energy, protecting your essence, protecting your mindset, your spirit, your spiritual health, protecting what you have going on. And you have every right to protect yourself. What most people do is they neglect themselves so they can be there for others. And it's good to be there for people, but I want you to first be there for yourself. I said it's good to be there for people, okay? But I most definitely want us to prioritize our health first, our mental first, our mindset first. This world will take from you. And that's why it's very important for us to have protection and rest. Resting is also protection. The mind will always want to do something. For example, when it's nighttime and you want to go to bed and sleep, your mind wants to keep the night going. So it's like, oh, let me watch a movie. Like I didn't watch a movie yet. Let me watch a movie. But you tired. You probably gonna fall asleep on that couch. Truth is though, you should be turning that TV off. You should just be going to bed because that's what you really want to do deep down. But your mind is trying to convince you that this movie might be entertaining, this movie might be good. And sometimes we do need to sit back and watch a movie. But what I'm saying is the mind can make us want to do things that we deep down don't even really want to do. And then when it's time to wake up and deep down it's time to wake up and you want to get up, your mind is saying just a couple more minutes. It's comfortable in the bed, just a couple more minutes, but your eyes is already awake. So it goes back to this philosophy that I keep bringing up. There's a little you and then there's a bigger you. There's a small I and then there's a larger I. You understand? Like you have your ego and then you have your spirit. And what's important is that we tap in with our spirit. We rest with our spirit. We protect our spirit. And sometimes our ego could get in the way of us doing that. So you got to observe your mind and let yourself know, I'm going to bed right now because I know if I go to bed early, I'll be able to wake up early and I'll be able to start my morning better. Sometimes your mind doesn't know any better. Your mind thinks it could get away with staying up until 1 a.m. and waking up at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. And then you wake up and you're so exhausted. But your spirit knows better because your spirit is connected to the Creator, to the Most High. So you have that infinite wisdom. You have that infinite wisdom, right? That's how you protect yourself sometimes too. You shut your mind up. Now that you shut your mind up, you're able to tap into something bigger and something greater. And that is also important. That's really important. Really, really important. And I'm grateful I was able to share that with you. Now, you're protecting yourself. Okay. How do we handle situations where you thought that this was a safe space, or you thought that this was a safe area, or you thought that those people in your life were really good, and then something occurs? What do we do in those moments when people do things to us that we would deem as negative or out of character for them, or just something that we didn't know that they even had within them? We have to, again, protection is also, how do we deal with negative situations when it arises? You protect yourself by not dwelling on the fact that this is a quote unquote negative situation. It is what it is. Accept it. Protect yourself and move forward if you have to. You can speak to that person in a gentle way and say, hey, I'm kind of conflicted about what's going on here. Give me some clarity. Where are you coming from? Like, you have the floor. You let them express themselves maybe. But if they're disrespectful, if they're, then you have to really, make a decision here. Do I want to stay in this environment, or is it time for me to go? Has this person revealed enough for me to make sure that, okay, now I know the type of person that you are. I wish you the best, but I have to move forward, right? So that's protection as well. Protecting your energy can go into a multitude of examples, a multitude of seasons in your life. It's an ongoing thing. You always have to protect your energy. You always have to protect your energy, even from yourself. Sometimes we're our biggest enemy. It's not just other people that do things to us and then we're like, oh, think about the things that we do to ourselves. We look in the mirror and we talk down on ourselves. We try to go after our dreams and then we talk negative to ourselves. But the evidence in you putting in so much work, whether it's working out, going to the gym, or whether it's you just, doing the work that you need to do in order to get you to where you want to go, that's evidence and that's proof that things are really possible and things are really moving. But when your thoughts are negative, it's really like you take a step back. So you want to have positive thinking. You want to think positive. You want to think optimistic. That doesn't necessarily guarantee a perfect outcome. But in my opinion, it guarantees a better one in which you're more present, one in which you're more aware, one in which you are, accepting things for what it is, finding gratitude within the moments, whether it's positive or negative. You're still finding reasons to be grateful. And then, on top of that, you recognize that, if something didn't work out, it's not because you weren't capable. It's not because you didn't work hard enough. It's not because you didn't have faith. It might just not be time yet. And maybe you have to learn from your mistakes or the failures that you did and try again. That's something that I've done in my life many times. I've tried again and again and again. And sometimes we have to protect our energy by protecting our dreams. And you protect your dreams. Think about it. You protect your dreams by making sure that you don't quit, by making sure that you think positive about it, by making sure that you're optimistic. So if that's how we protect our dreams, then we have to take that philosophy and, okay, how can I protect my energy at all times? Well, you got to be optimistic. You got to think positive. You see, a lot of it is a mindset. It's a setting of the mind. It's a state of the mind, a state of your well-being. So I hope that this helps someone, and that's my only wish ever, is that the videos that are created, I pray and hope that it helps someone. And that's all I could ask for. So if you found any type of value in this, I want to say thanks, appreciate it, and I'm just grateful that you're here, able to watch this video and take something from it. These are conversations that we don't have often, so make sure that you're subscribed. I'd love to see you on the channel again. Appreciate you for being here. Like the video so more people can find conversations like these. I'll see you in the next one. Stay purpose driven. Keep evolving. Peace, y'all. Peace, family.